Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the SaaS Growth System. Welcome to week 7. This lesson is on how to scale up ads once you have turned them on. Let's go into the content here. Excited to have you. So how do you create a bunch of ad creatives, static ads, and animated ads so that your ads don't get stale and your click-through rate doesn't fall through the roof? And you need a tool that will pump out continual new ad creative for you. And thankfully, there's a tool called adcreative.ai that for about $50 a month will do that for you. You can also get a designer on a place like Kemp, PixelCube, BuzzCube, Design Pickle, or Superside to pump out continual new content ads for you in new landing pages. Superside's the best, but they're the most expensive. The others like Kemp and Pixel Club, Design Pickle should be plenty for your needs. You can also check out the Meta Ads library, the LinkedIn ads library, or the Google ads library to see the ads for your competitors. They make it very easy to see transparently. And there's various different types of ads. You want to do testimonial ads, blog content ads, case study ads, pre-trial ads if you offer that, demo ads if you offer those, PDF report and lead magnet ads, and lastly, founder video ads. Here's some examples of these various types of ads. You can see a testimonial ad on the left for SaasRise. You can see a thought leadership content ad where we're putting a picture of our blog content and then sending that ad to our ABM targeted list on Instagram in this case. And then you can see the same thing on Facebook ad on the right based on a results our case study ad. You can also see these founder video ads. These are 15 to 60 second ads of the CEO founder, in this case me. These are generally really good for retargeting. Every company should have a 30-second video from their CEO founder as one of their retargeting ads. The more authentic and real off the cuff, the better. Only exceptions maybe if you're targeting super corporate people, then maybe wear a collared shirt or be in more of an office environment. But direct 30-second ad, one take from the CEO, from the founder, or from the head of marketing, whoever the face of the company is very important to have as part of your retargeting. We can watch a couple examples here. We have a 55-second ad and an 18-second ad of me back when I used to live in Asheville. These are going to be linked in the actual ads. Something as short as that, 18 seconds, is all you need. You can watch the other ad as well once you get inside the course. Give you a short. Here we go. Let's go on to the next slide here. You can watch that actual ad in the course notes. So what is the ad scaling process? Well, every week we as SaasRise manage ads for our B2B SaaS clients. We would love to work with you if you'd like. You can hire us to set up the SaaS Growth System for you. And we also have a Done With You course that you can join that starts about every 4 months. And every week you should be reviewing the results of your ad campaigns and adjusting the budget by channel and by ad type up and down, allocating more to what has the lowest cost per lead and the lowest cost per sale. You can click through the link here to see what the actual ad results spreadsheet looks like. We track this data by week and also by month and also by network, and you can expand it and then see graphs. And then we also use a tool called Cometly that makes this even easier to track. And you can see we've ramped up from about $500 a week to about $2,000 a week now in ad spend as we've scaled up our ads in a way that is giving us pretty good cost per lead, around $50, and pretty good cost per customer around, we're paying around $500 per customer right now that pays back in less than a month. So track your ad results and look at CPL and CAC on a weekly basis by ad network and by ad type, and then reallocate the spend to the channels doing best. So what is the scaling process? Well, you can see here that we're not just looking at the overall results, we're looking at the weekly results by ad type. And then the ad spend there, we are increasing if the cost per lead is lower and the cost per sale is lower. You can see here our lowest cost per lead is meta visit retargeting, which makes sense because it's retargeting, and that our highest cost per lead is our target audience or match list. But still, as we actually look at the cost per sale, which is further to the right in the spreadsheet, you can look at it. both of those come in right around $400, $500 per sale, which we're very happy with because we get about $800, $900 per month per member once we add in all the upsells. And then we put in graphs, and you can have your marketing team do this, or if we run your ads, we'll do this for you each week. We put in graphs to show you visually what's going on and how things are trending. So take a look at our spreadsheet, copy it, use it as a template, and make sure you're reviewing this with your team on a weekly basis, or at very minimum your CMO or head of marketing is. We calculate CAC every month based on two different measures: ad CAC, which is total ad spend divided by customers acquired from ads during that period, and then overall CAC, which is total sales and marketing costs divided by all customers during that period. They tend to be about the same. Why? Because your total ad spend is going to be lower than your total SMM cost once you add in the cost of your sales team. But of course, the denominator, all customers acquired, is always going to be higher than the customers acquired just from ads. So even though the numerator and the denominator are bigger, the division ends up being pretty similar. So we encourage clients to target about 6 months of payback in most cases, unless their churn is really low, then maybe 12 months. Or maybe if you have a lot of funding from a venture capital firm, then maybe target 12 months if you want to grow very quickly, and an LTV to CAC of 6:1. So this is our spreadsheet that we look at on a monthly basis. You can see here, as of June 2024, we were at 1.9 million in ARR. And that grew very quickly from September 2023, where we were at 0 to 2 million by June 2024, 9 months later. And we did that through a combination of outbound cold email sequences combined with advertising. We're getting payback on our ads in less than 2 months of revenue. And you'll want to look at this not just for your ads, but also for your offline channels. If you have any like radio, direct mail, television, trade shows, any field sales efforts or cold calling efforts. So put every channel in this template. It'll be linked to in the course notes. And then on a monthly basis, calculate your estimated LTV by channel and your target CAC and actual CAC by channel, and decide if you want to scale it up or down. Here are some benchmarks that you can study and compare your own measures against. These are for B2B SaaS advertising benchmarks in the USA and Europe. And you can see the cost per 1,000 impressions by network. It's about $77 CPM average on display and about $225 average on search. It's going to be higher, more expensive on search because those people are high intent buyers who are definitely in the buying research phase, whereas the display ads are going to people that are in your target market but not necessarily active buyers. Click-through rates will of course be higher on search as well. And you can see about $4 cost per click for search and about $18 cost per click for display. And you can see that all works out to about $230 per lead. Now this is B2B, mid-market, and enterprise. That would be a much lower per lead if you were looking at an SMB product that might only be $50, $60. You might even get leads as low as $2 or $3 for that type of product. You can see visitor to lead conversion, your landing page conversion, anywhere from 2 to 8%, depending on whether you're looking at search traffic or display traffic. So here's some more benchmarks by type of ad. Usually your matched audience and your retargeting are going to be the people that are actively in your target market. And so you're going to have the highest visitor lead conversion for those. Take a look at these, study these metrics, and once you're running your own ads, compare against it. Compare your actual results in your spreadsheet against these benchmarks. So come back to these. These are some of the KPIs you'll want to track on a monthly basis through your marketing team in a spreadsheet, or you could even set up a dashboard in Gecko Board to track all these automatically for you, or many of these data will be in your CRM tool as well. Once you find a profitable channel, scale it. Always keep doing CRO, conversion rate optimization. And once your CAC is lower than your target CAC, keep your scaling up your budgets by 10 to 20% per week until you max out, while continuing your CRO, conversion rate optimization efforts. And if you do this, it might take 6 to 9 months to really get it going, but you'll watch your leads and your scales skyrocket. You can build your ads design team, as we mentioned, through either a do-it-yourself tool like Canva or adcreative, or through an outsourced ad agency or ad firm like the ones on the screen. And if you want to read more about this topic, check out these articles in our Beehive blog. I'll link to them in the course notes. And just read as much as you can, watch these videos as much as you can, and check out the bonus section later in the deck, at the end of the deck, the end of the SaaS Growth System course. that takes you through how to set up every single network. We have slides on how to set up Meta, how to set up LinkedIn, how to set up Google Ads, etc., with every different type of ad. And so especially if you're implementing it yourself or implementing it through an agency, just send that to your team, and it will help them get going and make sure they ramp up in a way that is aligned with the SaaS growth system. We're here to answer questions. Message us. You can message David Traxel if you have specific questions about ads. He's on Slack and WhatsApp. And you can also, and in the community as well at my.saasrise.com. And you can message me within the community or on Slack or WhatsApp. Let me know if you have any questions. In the next lesson, we're going to be talking about conversion rate optimization. Now, just to recap at a high level, what you are going to be focused on for scaling up your ads is get your list of targets from your ABM list, create matched ads, turn on your retargeting ads, turn on your lookalike ads, turn on your paid search ads, turn on your social boosting ads, and then look at the results on a weekly basis, scale up the CPLs and the CACs that look nice, and scale down the spend on the channels that aren't working, and then do a continual CRO, which we'll talk about in the next lesson, ad optimization, landing page optimization, to improve the results so that you get your CACs where you want them and you can scale up. It's a virtuous cycle. Also, separately work on reducing your churn and increasing your upsell and cross-sell so that your ARPA and LTV go up, so that you can afford to spend more on advertising. The winner of the game is going to be the company that can spend the most per qualified lead. And so remember, the goal isn't to spend the least per qualified lead. The goal is to be able to spend the most per qualified lead so that you win all the volume, so that you get all the customers and you can grow faster than your competition. And the way to make that sustainable is to have the highest ARPA and the highest LTV by reducing your churn, having great onboarding, having great customer success, and of course, cross-selling and upselling, and having great ads that get clicked on that are memorable and targeted properly. Hope that's helpful, and reach out if you have any questions. Talk to you in the next lesson about conversion rate optimization.